Alright, so for your chessboard here, what we're going to do is we're going to start just by using the box command. So you can either go to your 3D tools and pick box, or just type box, either one of the two. Yes. That's alright, type box then. So, type box. Once you type your box command, you're going to pick your start point. We're going to do a length of that box, so I'm going to go L for length. I'm going to make it come straight to the side at 1.5, straight up at 1.5, and I'm going to make it a half of an inch thick, so 0.5 thick. With that, I've drawn this fancy little 3D box here. I'll put it on a conceptual view, and we'll see our beautiful little box there. Okay? Make sure you have to go straight to the side so you make sure that's nice and square. Alright, next, we're going to use the array command. So we're going to go AR for array. We're going to pick your box there. We're going to do what kind of array? Rectangular, path, or polar? Rectangular array. How many rows and columns are in a chessboard? 8 by 8. Because I've done this a few times before. Because you've probably played chess before. Alright, so from there, alright guys, focus. From there, we're going to go 1.5 spacing between the rows, and a 1.5 spacing between the columns. And we're going to go enter for OK, and enter again. And there, we've got that fancy thing on the screen. And there's a beautiful. If it didn't work, it didn't do correctly. Oh, okay. If it didn't work or didn't do correctly, you can always double click on it, and it brings you right back into this. You can change it to your 1.5 by 1.5, 8 rows and 8 columns. So if you didn't do it quite right the first time, you can always double click and edit that a little bit. We're getting there. All right. From there, remember, when you select this, it's all one object. Well, with it being all one object, I can't make this one into black, and this one into red, and this one into black, and this one into red very easily. It's a little bit more difficult. So I have to break apart that array. How do I do that? Explode. So we can explode the array, but remember, once you have a three-dimensional solid, which is that, you cannot explode your three-dimensional solid, because then that turns that into a wireframe, and that's a bad thing. So don't explode it again, your solid, but you can explode your array. Okay? Once it is exploded, really a pretty simple next step. Go through there and start selecting every other block. And pick what color scheme you want. I don't know whether you want a traditional color scheme of red and black, or if you want something more unique to yours and you're going to do pink and green. You know, I really don't care. You can pick your color scheme as long as it's two contrasting colors. Don't do green and green, because, I mean, you can do a light green, dark green type thing, that's fine, but try to make them contrasting colors. So whatever colors you might want to go with, let's see, I am going to go pink and something, I don't know what. So there you go. Once you do that, select your other half and start changing the colors of your other half. I'm going to go pink and green. What the heck? That's going to be really cool. All right, for the next little part, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out here to a square where a pawn would set. So right here's where a pawn would go. I'm going to put a layout line from corner to corner like so. Then I'm going to go to my chess pieces. They're over here. And there's my pawn. I have my Z pointing out the top of my pawn's head. You know, my Z is over here pointing out the top of his head. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that pawn by going Control-C to copy it. Then I'm going to go back over here to my drawing and go Control-V and paste my pawn in there. Then I'm going to put my pawn into place on the square. I'm going to place the center of his base onto the midpoint of that line. Yes, that's what I just had mentioned before I said that. So, there's my pawn into place. Then I'm going to go ahead and just copy my pawn from that corner to every corner where my pawn goes over here on this side of the board. So on and so forth, just like this. So there my pawn is all in place on that side of the board. Next, as you're getting done with your other pieces, you'd go ahead and put a layout line back here, and you'd place your rook back here and over here on this square. And then you would keep going and place your other pieces. If you don't know where all the different chess pieces go on the chessboard, that's great. That's fine. I didn't know, and I still really don't know where all of them go. I just know a rook goes there. Look it up. Google it. Google where do the pieces go on a chessboard, and you will find the answer, I guarantee you. And put those in the correct places on your chessboard. From there, the bare minimum of what I want you to have done is this, that kind of preview you saw at the start of class. So this is the bare minimum of what I want done. I want your one chess set, or your one side of your chessboard being over here and being one color. Minimum of what I want done. One monochrome color over here, and then the other set over here as a different color. And your chessboard being alternate colors. That's the minimum I want. You can go above and beyond. You can do something like this. They have multicolored chess pieces on both sides, but you can still tell the black ones and the white ones of which one's on which side. They made a little bit more in-depth chessboard itself. They added some materials to this chessboard. Sorry, we have not gone over the lesson yet where we know how to add materials. We're going to be doing that later. I kind of move things around a little bit. So you can add the cool glass materials they have here, but you can make a little bit more interesting chessboard if you want. You can make the three-person chessboard that we saw before when we were looking up stuff. You can make the Star Trek chessboard, or whatever other interesting type of chessboard you want to make up. That's above and beyond. But again, this is the minimum that I want. A three-person chessboard where you have three different colors out there, and you look online and see how to make that three-person chessboard, you can totally do that. You'll turn that in for independent work when this project's all done, and you'll earn a few independent work points for doing that. Same with mine here. Here's the other half of mine, the black set. This is going above and beyond, adding the green base, the person-colored, the skin-colored hands and feet and face, the black vest, black helmet, pink little details there. That's a little bit more than just the standard, and that'll earn you some independent work points if you want to do something like that. So that's up to you, what else you want to add to this. Make it either as simple as you want here, or as complex as you want. I would start, obviously, with, this is due on Friday, I would start with getting everything on your chessboard just normally. Then if you want to start adding some colors and some other things in there, you can do that as you are working to finish this up. All right.